Hello everyone and welcome back to After the Whistle, brought to you by Com Radio's Center County Report and Penn State's Chapter of Awesome. I'm Lexi Lideline.
And I'm Derek Hyde, and we've got more District 6 football action for you. We've got highlights from across Blair and Center County. Next up, a Mid-Penn Commonwealth Conference clash between Chambersburg and State College. Our reporter John Drager was there and has more.
State High and Chambersburg entered tonight with a 2-1 record. We had some quick scoring early, but then State High closed the door.
College Game Day's Chris Fowler made a guest appearance at Memorial Field on the eve of the whiteout as the State College Little Lions took on the Chambersburg Trojans in a matchup of 2-1 teams. The Little Lions got things going early when TJ Yoder hauled in a screen pass from quarterback Finn Fermanek and took it 80 yards downfield, setting up a State College touchdown a few plays later by running back Owen Yurka. Chambersburg responded on their next drive with a 72-yard bomb from Jameer Jones to Malachi Scott. The Trojans missed the extra point, keeping them down 7-6. Just before halftime, with State College up 17-6, the Little Lions bolstered their lead on an 18-yard touchdown run by Dante Nastasi. Following the point after, State College took a 24-6 lead into the half. At the start of the third quarter, State High star wideout Jashawn Green went down with an injury on a jump ball in the end zone. Green left the field on a stretcher and did not return. State College kept its foot on the gas when Fermanek punched in another score to put the Little Lions up 31-6. State College finished the game strong, taking home a 38-22 win over Chambersburg.
Credit to our kids. I think our line on both sides of the ball really did a tremendous job. So our offensive line, we really challenged them this week to come off, and I think they controlled the line of scrimmage. We were able to establish a real good run game and then take some really good play action shots that Finn was able to connect with.
I mean, we came out from the jump and everything was going well on offense, and our defense also did very well, and we were just clicking on all cylinders.
After the game, ESPN's Chris Fowler talked to State High as they improved to 3-1 on the year. However, the Little Lions have two tough tests ahead. Next week, they travel to Harrisburg to take on Central Dauphin East, and then right back home, where the Little Lions will take on Central Dauphin. Reporting for After the Whistle, I'm John Drager.
Up next, Altoona welcomes CD East to Mansion Park for another Mid-Penn Commonwealth Conference bout.
Heading over to the hills in Altoona, the Mountain Lions led 3-0 until the second quarter of the game, when Marcel McDaniels Jr. put the Panthers up 7-3 heading into halftime. Shortly after the break, Penn State commit Mekhi Flowers caught this touchdown, which sparked arguments with referees and Altoona coaching staff. These heated conversations led to a number of personal fouls, which resulted in a kickoff from Altoona 30-yard line. Flowers agreed with the call on the field.
Yes.
Nothing
catch.
more?
Nothing more, nothing less. That was a catch.
The Mountain Lions' Ethan Stroup got back in the action and answered with a 50-yard touchdown run, making it 14-10. But Flowers responded by going the distance on this catch and run, along with a Tymir Thornton touchdown snag. The Panthers took this one 27-10 on the road in Altoona.
Mekhi Flowers, a Penn State 2022 commit and Central Dauphin East player, is set to come to University Park next year. I got a chance to catch up with him after the game.
Flowers is preparing himself to join the ranks of the Nittany Lions in just under a year. He plays both sides of the ball for Central Dauphin East, playing both wide receiver and safety, and feels PSU can take advantage of his versatile skills.
I sat down with them, and the position that I can help the most with when I first get there, we talked about it will be safety, so I'll be starting off at safety, but once I get established, I'll be moving around kick return, punt return, offense, like an athlete that I am in high school now.
Flowers seems confident that he will contribute through a variety of methods once he gets the chance to play under the lights of Beaver Stadium. And he has one message for the Nittany Lion fans waiting to see him.
All I'm going to say to that is stay tuned. You're going to see a lot. You're going to see a lot. It's going to be fun.
Flowers will be in University Park watching his future teammates from the sidelines during Saturday's whiteout.
Staying in Blair County, Hollidaysburg played host to Bellefonte in a bout of 1 and 2 teams at Tiger Stadium.
We picked things up from Hollidaysburg in the middle of the second quarter. The Golden Tigers jumped out to a 21-0 lead over Bellefonte and extended it to 28 on this touchdown snag by Caden Delatre. Hollidaysburg took its 4-touchdown advantage into halftime, which featured a performance by offensive lineman Adam Canish and the rest of the band. After the break, Hollidaysburg methodically drove down the field and punched it in when Chase Fox bullied his way into the end zone, making it a 35-point lead for the Golden Tigers. Later on, tailback Ian Shuey took the handoff and waltzed into the end zone nearly untouched to give Hollidaysburg a 41-0 advantage. Bellefonte struggled on an offensive night, but the Raiders found themselves with a red zone opportunity late in the fourth quarter. In the game's closing seconds, running back Brady Vallimont was stuffed by Connor Owens as Hollidaysburg hung on for the 41-0 shutout and head coach Homer Delatre's 100th career victory.
Hollidaysburg will host Fort Hill from Maryland next week, while Bellefonte takes on Clearfield.
Next up, 1-2 Tyrone battles undefeated Clearfield in a Mountain Conference clash.
Tyrone welcomed the undefeated local heavyweight Clearfield Bison to their house Friday. The road team made their presence felt early by scoring the first 2 touchdowns of the game with the running of highly touted quarterback Oliver Bellot. The Golden Eagles then answered back on the defensive side of the ball, forcing 2 fumbles before the end of the half, which led to only 6 points and a touchdown with a missed extra point after this pass from quarterback Keegan Gwynn to 6'3" receiver Ross Gamp. After halftime, however, it was all Bison as running back Carter Chamberlain extended the lead with 2 rushing touchdowns as Clearfield continued to control the ground game and secure the win 42-12. Clearfield improves to 4-0 after the win, while Tyrone falls to 1-3. Moving over to Spring Mills, the Penns Valley Rams tangle with PO's Mounties. As we pick it up in the second quarter, where the Rams swung the momentum their way, a score and a 2-point conversion by Tanner Ilgen put them up by 2 touchdowns. A last-effort score in the first half by the Mounties was successful by Ben Gusky bouldering through the defensive line for a 28-20 score. After a third quarter riddled with turnovers and missed scoring opportunities, Matt Martin once again picked off the pigskin and later ended the game with an 80-yard touchdown run and a final score of 35-20. Penns Valley advances to 2-2 on the season as they head to Bald Eagle area next week, while Phillipsburg Osceola ends the night 1-3 and looks to next Friday's non-conference matchup against Mo Shannon Valley at home.
Now let's check out other scores from around District 6.
Chestnut Ridge handed Consolidated Bishop McCourt its 3rd loss of the season in a 42-12 win at the Point in Johnstown. Penn Cambria stays undefeated on the season in a 41-14 defeat of Somerset on the road. Bald Eagle picked up the convincing win on the road in Huntington 42-0 to improve to 3-1. Central improves to 4-0 with a 49-13 win at home over Central Cambria. In a battle of the unbeatens, Bedford pulled out a nail-biter in a 21-13 win over Richland. And in a last-minute scheduling, Bellwood Antis defeated Southern Huntington 42-13.
Penn State looks to build off of last week's win over Ball State when Auburn comes to town for Saturday night's whiteout. Kelly Warner has more about the coveted top 25 matchup.
The whiteout is back in Happy Valley as Penn State hosts Auburn in a rare Big Ten SEC clash. It's the first time the Tigers trip to a Big Ten campus in 90 years. Fans returned to Beaver Stadium last week, but this is a game everyone is waiting for. Both teams enter this game 2-0, but both got there in very different ways. Auburn blew out 2 weaker opponents. Penn State beat Wisconsin on the road and the defending MAC champion Ball State in its home opener. Penn State and new OC Mike Yursich will look to continue the lightning-fast offense that was in full effect last week, racking up nearly 500 total yards. Quarterback Sean Clifford will be a key in this game. He hasn't turned over the ball once this season, and if he can stay settled, that will be a difference maker for the blue and white. The defense has been nothing less than dominant in their past 2 matchups on the other side of the ball. Linebacker trio Ellis Brooks, Brandon Smith, and Curtis Jacobs will be a factor in holding off Auburn's talented running back tandem of Tank Bigsby and Jaquez Hunter. Head coach James Franklin expects the 106,000 fans to play a big role.
We're going to need this place like rocking, and I know sometimes it's hard to tell in terms of attendance, but all the season ticket holders, if you're not using your tickets, and we have 70,000 of them, make sure that someone is sitting in your seats because we need this place rocking.
Kickoff is set for 7:30 Saturday night, and you can listen to the game on mixlr.com/PSU Com Radio. Well, that's all for today's show. I'm Derek Hyde.
And I'm Lexi Lideline. We'll be back on air next Friday with more District 6 high school football coverage right here
after the whistle.
We hope you enjoyed watching the video. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you did.
For the rest of our newscasts and featured stories, click here.
And for sports, click here. Have a great day, and thanks for watching.